Hi. um, I hope that you can hear over my fan, the loud ass freeway, everything, because we are going to talk about the final 12 lineup for Produce 48. It ended today. The group is called iZone. Okay. I caught the last half of the live stream when they were doing the rankings, and I'm gonna be completely honest. There's, I think that this was the most disappointing rankings that we got out of all three seasons. A lot of lows, a lot of and not a lot of goods. So yeah, we're just gonna go through the list from 12 to 1. And then we're gonna talk about the following ones that should have made the fucking group. Korea. So, first, coming in at number 12, she was the last trainee announced, is Lee Chaeyeon, WM. She was on 16, really talented dancer, singer, everything. She deserved her spot. She deserves it. She could have been a little higher up. At the 11th episode, Elimination, she was number 3, I believe. She could have been higher up. I'm just fucking saying. And number 11 is Kim Minju. She was doing a lot of dancing. She is very forgettable to me because I don't even remember what she was in. All I know is that she did something in one of the dance performances, and that's it. Forgettable. I'm sorry. She did improve a little bit, but she's not all that. So, moving on. I really don't care for her. Kim Chaewon, Woolim represent. She wasn't really on my radar, but she was the center for the Noyege Tangiru. Stable vocals, stable live. She can stay. I like her. She's good. And then at number 9 is Honda Hitomi, and since they kind of highlighted her in the first few episodes as, oh, you're in the C group, but you're pretty good at dancing. Get that singing up a little bit better. You might make it into A. She did. I am here for Honda Hitomi. Her voice is a little bit squeaky, but there's a few other people on the show whose voices were squeaky too, so you know it is what it is. I do like me some Honda Hitomi. She deserved her spot. Number 7 is Kwanam B. Woolim. Leader for a lot of her stuff, main vocal, good-ass dancer, all-around, well-rounded individual, definitely one of the faves, deserves her spot 100%. She and Chaeyeon are the two right now that deserve their spot. Coming in at number 6 was Yabuki Nako, HKT48. Vocals had us shook with the Love Whisper because we didn't really know that any of the Japanese girls could really hit a note like that, but she proved that they could. So she deserved her spot. She could have been the main vocal for Into the New World, but she gave it to Yeonjung from Pledis, which I ain't even mad at that. Yoonjin. But she still had a high note in Into the New World, and she was fucking killing that shit. And she had a lot of good parts in Noyege Tangiru. So, Yabuki Nako, she definitely deserved her spot, along with Eunbi and Chaeyeon. Then coming in at number 5 is An Yoojin from Starship. At the beginning, she was one of my favorites. At the end, I really wasn't here for her because she really wasn't giving me nothing. She wasn't really showing that she improved nothing either. So I don't really understand. And it showed in the rankings leading up to this episode because she was no longer in the top 11 on episode 11, which I think she deserved because I didn't feel like she was giving any life after very, very, very in a tiny little bit of sorry, not sorry. So I feel like Korea, you finally was like, okay, but let's get her back. But I was like, but she really didn't do nothing to make you want her to get back. She was not that good in I Am. Coming in at number 4 is Choi Yena. She's Yuheiwa Entertainment. Really liked her in the beginning. Didn't really see much of her towards the middle part. She was stuck in the shitty song I Am. But you know what? She did her thing. I do like her. She has a nice voice and she's good at dancing. So you know what? She could stay. Jo Yudi from Stone Music, vocals is on point. She's a good one. I like it. She had a good high note in Noye Gitangiru. She had a good high note in Energetic. She had a good high note in Short Hair. She could stay. I like her singing, and I like her dancing, and I like her whole entire presence. She could stay. Number 2 is Sakura Miyawaki. I've been rooting for Sakura because I needed at least somebody on Mnet. I mean, somebody from the Japanese trainees to actually be Mnet's fucking favorite. Because out of all the fucking people, they only wanted to show the Korean trainees. They showed the Japanese girls maybe 2 times out of 17 billion times they would show the Korean trainees in a single fucking episode. So you know what? The fact that they kept on highlighting her a little bit made me fucking realize that she's the saving grace. That they're actually going to at least have one fucking Japanese member in this fucking lineup because it was fucking bullshit. But talent-wise, she alright. She got a nice, cute little stage presence, and she got a nice little... And she's okay. So you know what? I'm fine with her. Whatever. Do I think she deserved number 2? Not really. Then coming in at number 1 is Jang Won-young. She has been a lot of people's favorite since the very, very, very... But you know what? She's never been one of my favorites. I'm going to be completely honest. Her voice is very squeaky, just like Handa Hitomi, and it showed a lot in the fucking Rolling performance on live stage and when they were showing the episode. She got number 1 because she's been real popular with that face. But you know what? It is what it is. I knew she was going to make it in the group as soon as I saw that she never fell from the top 11. So she was a shoo-in to be in the group. So that is the top 11. That is the top 12. I don't feel like she really deserved the spot, but you know, it is what it is. And now let's move on to the travesty that is number 8, Kang Hyewon. I don't like her. Korea, and you know what? Trigger warnings all over the place because I'm about to tear her ass to pieces. She was just that one chick with the double eyelids and the big ass eyes that was like, Blackpink in your area? Like, you had to be yelled at to get some fucking intensity. And even then, you still didn't really get some intensity because you just shook there like a little kitty and was crying. And then, throughout the rest of the fucking thing, you constantly was like this. You never showed improvement at all. You had the same rap style, the same rap intensity in the Haze performance and in Dashimana. So, you know, you really didn't do nothing. I don't think you deserve the spot. Korea only chose you because you have a nice face. And the judges even said that. The judges said the only reason why you're popular is because you have the visuals. Shouldn't you be fucking improving so you actually give something back to the people that's actually fucking supporting you? But she never did that. She never delivered. She couldn't deliver because she can't deliver because she's not talented. She is not fucking talented. Sohye is another example. I love me some Sohye because she actually improved on the fucking show. This girl has not shown no improvement since the fucking beginning. So I don't know why she's in the fucking group. It's a fucking mess. Now let's move on to some more logistics. So there's 9 Korean girls and there's 3 Japanese girls. That's some fucking bullshit. There should have been at least been 4 Japanese girls or 5. You can't just have you supposedly having this big ass global group that's gonna promote in Japan but only got 3 Japanese members in the fucking group. What the fuck type of bullshit is that? Like, no, that's not how we're doing it. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be an even 6-6 because they said it wasn't. But it was looking like that a little bit in the middle end. But then Mnet's a shady bitch. Because they consistently focused their storylines on Korean girls and barely showed Japanese girls. Like, you used AKB48 just to get some popularity because you knew no one wanted a 3rd season of Produce 101. You did the 1st season and you did the 2nd, girl and boy, and it was revolutionary because that was what we were here for. No one wanted a 3rd season, and especially one that was going to be this fucking irritating. So, I'll wait for your fucking plane, bitch. So, moving on to the people that missed the group. Han Chowon Cube. She deserved it. She had a great voice. And y'all let her slip. Khan. Frickin' Khan. The one that we were all rooting for. We were rooting for her. Fuck frickin' 14. She got Jonghyun's. JR newest 14. That is so disappointing. That was real disappointing. Miho Miyazaki, she was real up there. She was up there, and you just flatlined her. Sharoma Miru, she got into the top 11. She consistently, in all the performances she was in, very, side to side, and rolling. She was the top voted member of all 3 of those performances, but Mnet never wanted to show her at all. The only time we saw her was in the beginning when she did the little What Up the People dance. And that was basically it. Y'all never showed her. You barely showed Miho Miyazaki. You never showed her barely either. Takahashi Judy, she had that one stint in short hair as the censor, but you never really focused on her again. She has amazing vocals, and she is a good dancer. She is a well-rounded AKB48 member, and you didn't show that. Sharoma Miru and Takahashi Judy are popular AKB48 and NMB48 members. Judy has been in the group for who knows how long, and she's been in almost all of those general elections in the top 16, and you didn't mention that she is actually a popular member. Same with Sharoma Miru. She's been in every single NMB48 song that has a music video for it. That's been the title song. And you did not mention that she's one of the top members of NMB48. You had these popular members and you just threw them under the rug like they didn't freaking exist. Takeuchi Miyu, amazing vocals and composition skills, and you couldn't give her any screen time. You had her be the one part where she was showing Sakura in the beginning how to hit the high note for Pick Me, and that was basically it. You even on this live stage performance, you did not show her hit the high note. When we had that storyline in episode 11 where she was struggling to hit those high notes, and that the trainer said that Joe Yudi and who's its face, one of the other one, Park Hae-yoon, could hit the note better, and they deserved it. But then she and the live stage for I'll Take Care of You hit the high note, and the camera just decided to switch angles, so we didn't get to see her actually do it. But then all throughout this whole entire season, you have constantly given replays after replays to the ones that have been struggling to hit the high notes, and they actually pull through in the live performances. Like for Energetic and Noyage Tangiru and I Am and every other song where they've had a high note that's been really amazing. You've given replays. You've shown them giving the high note. You didn't show her giving the high note. And that is some disrespectful shit. Just say that you're prejudiced to the Japanese girls, because that's what Mnet is. They treated them like garbage. Korean girls, Japanese girls, second-class citizens. That's basically it. Shitao Miyu, another AKB48 girl. We never really got to see her. She was like the center for one of the dance performances, but that was it. Y'all never gave us nothing. We didn't know much about her personality. And Park Hae-yoon, the best singer on the whole entire show. She was able to hit all those notes effortlessly. If you look on the thing for the center position for the last new original songs, she was so stable. She was singing the chorus part for the song when other ones only sang the center person's part. She was singing all of it. She has a stable voice when she's dancing. She can do that. And you guys didn't want her nowhere. You only showed her as the one that wanted to be the center, wanted to have high notes, but wasn't getting them or whatever. And you let so many talented people slip through, but you let all the Japanese trainees down. They came on the show and they were so hardworking, ready to learn and ready to accept the fact that they weren't as talented to Korean standards as the Korean trainees, and you couldn't have given two shits. We never got to see no personality marks of Shiroma Miru, barely any of Judy. The only ones that you highlighted because you knew that they were the ones that you wanted to pick at the very end was Sakura and Nako barely, and Hitomi. Those are the only three you gave actual semi-decent screen time to, as well as Gotomoe, but then you kind of played her to the left at the end too. But these other Japanese girls that you had on the show, that came on the show trying to better themselves and learn and improve and try to have a fair shot in this group, you gave no fair shot because you never showed them. Murase, the other NMB48 girl that made it close to the end, you guys never really showed her. The judges' only comments was at the very end of the performances when they're like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Who is she? We didn't get to see these personalities. Kojima Mako, she has also been ranking really high, really well in a lot of the general elections for AKB48 and in a lot of these singles, and we never got to see her like that. Same with some of these other ones. Yamada Noe, she was hilarious, and she worked so hard on writing her rap for Energetic, but you never showcased that. You were too focused on a storyline that we've seen each season of the person that has the high note is not doing it right, so the person that really wanted the high note is the one that can do it, and then there's some underlying drama about who should really be the high note. You didn't highlight important stuff like Yamada Noe actually getting a chance to participate in writing her very own Korean rap. That would be more exciting to see than what we saw for the Energetic performance. A million of the Japanese trainees that came on here wasted their time because they never got a second of screen time. And Mnet, you're very calculating because you knew what you were doing. You were just using all the Japanese girls and AKB48's popularity to get people invested, to get people interested in the show, because we actually knew some of these people if we looked into AKB48 at a first on the surface glance. And you really just didn't care. You wanted them for the name so you could get the Korean trainees to have more popularity in the long run, because you're just using the Japanese girls to make the Korean girls look better. You only wanted to show the Korean girls and treat the Japanese girls like they didn't exist. All the little interviews, you barely had any of the Japanese girls during the interviews. If this is supposed to be a global group, you're not doing nothing global. You really are just making a Twice 2.0 because you have 3 Japanese girls and the rest are Korean, just like Twice. I don't really understand. This whole thing was a waste of time from the beginning to the very end. You had us, you roped us in, you sucked us in, and we were all invested, and then you played us all at the end. If you had given more of the Japanese girls more screen time, maybe people would have voted for them more because they would have seen that they were actually really good, funny, and had a lot of personalities. But you never wanted to do that. And how is it that for both of the last 2 songs, as well as all the concept songs, none of the Japanese girls got to be the center? I Am Center, Yujin, Rollin', Wonyoung, Let's Meet Again, Wang Yiden, 1000%, Minju. I'm missing a song. Noege Tangiru, Chaewon. You didn't. Rumor, Unbi. Not Unbi, Shihyun. You never. What is it? Like, I know that they voted, but this is ridiculous that none of the Japanese girls could be any of the center for the original songs, the songs that actually mattered. And even then, for the positions, barely any Japanese girls were the center. Barely any Japanese girls were the center for any of the performances. Sakura was like the one exception because you wanted her to win from the beginning. And I just feel like you wasted all our time. You really let us all down. Stop saying this is a global group if you're not letting everyone participate. Global my ass. If it was global, you would let the whole freaking globe do the voting, because then it would have been different, because we would have had some talented people in it. So I really hope some of these upset fans in Korea do some buzz and try to get the people that didn't make it into the top, into this group, a chance to form a subgroup like JBJ, like IBI. I need something, because Chowan, Gan, Miho, Midu, Judy, Miyu, Shitao Miyu, and Park Hae-yoon, those girls really deserve something else, because what the hell? A lot of these girls really deserved a better chance, and it was never given to them. So, Mnet, you really sunk to an all-time low with this, and you really showed that who was ever working behind Produce 48 is a low-key racist, because if they were not racist or prejudiced Japanese training to the Japanese girls, there would have been tried to make as much equal screen time as possible, but you didn't. So until I see receipts and proof, I'm saying that whoever was behind the show and whoever was filming and cameraman and producers of the show, y'all is on some prejudice bullshit, and I'm not standing for it. So the group better have some great ass music, Pledis, or else I am really not going to be here for it. As of now, Nako, Chaeyoung, and Jo Yuri are the only 4 that really deserve to be in the group. Everyone else, y'all could really easily be here or be there. And if you want to know what the group should have been, let me tell you, because this actually made some freaking sense. The episode 11 top 12 rankings, that was the best ranking I'd seen. Sakura, Miho, Miyu, Shiroma Midu, Yabuki Nako, Shitao Miyu, Honda Hitomi, Wanyang, Gaon, Chaeyoung, and you know what, Hyewon, there was no escaping Hyewon. But if we wanted to make it a little better, you could have probably taken... But that was the best top 11 that I had seen, even if it was a 7 Japanese to 5 Korean. I don't know. I feel like episode 11's 12 ranking was the best one, and if you wanted to be fair, you could have replaced Shitao Miyu, because I really was kind of impartial to her with a Korean girl or whatever. You could have replaced her with Chowan, and that would have been the better lineup, because you have Sakura, Mnet's Japanese golden child, Miho, who really showed her stuff, Chaeyoung, well-rounded, Gaon from Pledis, because she deserved it after what Pledis did to her, Takeuchi Miyu, because she's so talented and Mnet just didn't give a fuck, Shiroma Midu, because she has popularity that Mnet just is blind to, Yabuki Nako, because she is probably the 2nd Japanese golden child of the show, Wanyang, because she's just was always in the top, no escaping Wanyang, Honda Hitomi, one of the ones that Mnet actually wanted to show, because it's freaking and Hyewon, because obviously they need someone in the group to be the lackluster bitch. That should have been the lineup, but stuff happens and stuff doesn't work our way, and Produce 48 is finally over, and I hope this is the last show, because y'all, the final votes for this were atrocious. Like, if you had compared this to season 2, none of them would have made it into the group, because the lowest, Sungwoon at number 11, he got over 700,000 votes. Wanyang couldn't even get 400,000 votes. She only got over 300,000, and she's number 1. But meanwhile, Daniel, Jihoon, Daehwi, and Jaehwan all got over 1 million votes apiece, and then Woojin, Kwanlin, Jinyoung, and Jisung and Sungwoo got over 900,000 votes apiece. And even for the girls, Somi and Sejong still got more votes than Wonyoung. Like, none of the songs charted higher than in the 20s. And only one of them charted in the 20s. That's it. So, you guys should have figured this out, that we did not really want another season. And when you guys did give another season, you got our hopes up. We had an idea that this is going to be something really cool, and you tarnished it. That's it. Bye.